Natalia Gimenez here, reporting live at the Siege of Jerusalem as the battle rages on behind me on September 29, 1187. Reporting here for Historical Eyewitness News, Channel 1187.
Right now, there's a lot of fighting going on between the righteous Muslims and wicked Crusaders, as the Muslims attempt to win back their holy city from the bloodthirsty Christians who took it 88 years ago. The fight has been raging for the last 8 days, and today is the 9th day. The ruthless Christians have been appearing to be prevailing, while the resilient and determined Muslims have sustained heavy losses. However, as of today, it appears as though the resilient Muslim soldiers under the great Sultan Salah ad-Din might be making headway. Only time will tell from here.
Natalia Gimenez here, reporting on October 2nd, 1187, at the outer wall of Jerusalem during the Siege of Jerusalem, which has now raged on for 12 days, 3 days since I last reported.
On September 29th, the brilliant Muslims broke through the wall. However, neither side has been able to make any further advances from here, the violent Crusaders attempting to protect the city that they have stolen, and the stalwart Muslims fighting valiantly to win it back. Luckily, the dishonorable Crusaders protecting the city have either been killed or have deserted over the last few days of the battle, similar to the Battle of Hattin a few months ago. Now, there are hardly 20 Crusaders protecting the entire city from the valiant and undoubtedly victorious Muslims. Here is some footage of my interview with the Sultan, right before the Siege of Jerusalem happened, which provides much information.
Who are you? And why did the guards not catch you?
No, I'm on your side. I'm not an enemy. I don't like the Christians either. I just want to ask you some questions, Great Sultan.
As you may say, though I'm very busy.
Thank you so much. Oh, okay.
Yes, go ahead.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right. Now, as I understand it, recently, this past July, your army defeated the faithless Christians of Jerusalem in the Battle of Hattin. Your righteous and well-deserving people last had control over Jerusalem in 1099, before the barbaric Christians took it over. Then, after the Crusader, Reynald of Chatillon, broke the already uneasy truce between the Muslims and Crusaders, and attacked Muslim caravans, causing the Battle of Cresson on May 1st, the Christian king, King Guy, sent soldiers to attack your men. You laid siege on Tiberias, a fortress, and successfully baited the Crusader army from its fortifications, which led to the Battle of Hattin. After having been cut off from all water and supplies, the Crusader armies were pelted with arrows and whittled away to essentially nothing by your well-trained forces. By the 4th of July, your forces had won the 3-day battle. The results show that your wisdom and military expertise were far superior to that of the Christians. What then followed?
As soon as the victory was won, I dismounted from my horse. And thank God for the victory. King Guy and Reynald were then taken to my tent very shortly thereafter. And I grabbed Reynald by the head and I beheaded him.
Right here?
Right there.
Right here?
Right there.
Are you sure, Your Greatness?
Yes, I am.
Great. And what happened to King Guy?
He was and he's still in prison in Damascus.
Now, if I understand correctly, over the last few months you've won 7 Palestinian territories from the Crusaders, leaving Jerusalem flooded with refugees and defended only by Queen Sibylla, the Patriarch Heraclius, Balian of Ibelin, and the remaining soldiers. Now you are planning to lay siege on Jerusalem?
That is correct. But it will be a pointless battle for the Crusaders, seeing as my people will always prevail.
You are a very kind and great leader. If you will please excuse me, I must be going now. Thank you so much for your time. And this has been Natalia Gimenez, reporting in Jerusalem, Israel, for Historical Eyewitness News, Channel 1187. We're back, and still October the 2nd at the Siege of Jerusalem. It now appears as though the force of the Crusaders is waning, and that they can no longer withstand the well-organized attacks of the divinely chosen Muslims. It appears as though... What's happening? Someone's riding out of the city. It's Balian of Iberlin. Yes, I believe he's surrendering the city. It might be too soon to tell, but I believe that the well-deserving Muslims have just re-won their beloved and sacred city. Doubtless, this new rule under the righteous and just Muslims will be a golden age in Jerusalem.